Now, ladies and gentlemen, some very big news for the Counter-Strike Global Offensive community, and this could also affect investments from the PGL Major going forward into the future. And now this is officially just released from Valve themselves on their CSGO Twitter, and that is there's going to be a 2022 Counter-Strike Global Offensive Major, and it's going to be PGL, once again, who hosted the very first major. They're hosting the second major, and this is going to be for $1 million, which is actually pretty big. This is very, very good news for CSGO for multiple reasons, not just for investments and not just for your skins going up in price from the major before, and obviously the operation, but it means that Counter-Strike is thriving, and this is very, very good. I was not expecting a major this soon after the PGL Major one, because we had the PGL Major one a little over a month ago at this given point in time. Here we are. It's confirmed for 19th of May to the 22nd of May 2022. And with all these restrictions for the pandemic kind of going away now at this given point in time in the world for most countries, and it's going to be in Belgium, which is very, very awesome. It's a very cool place to have it. I think I might try and even go myself. That'd be really interesting. That means people actually believe in CS, and this thing is still going and still thriving. It's supposed to be this very start of May to the conclude on the 22nd of May, which is it's a pretty long major, kind of like this one specifically. They will open their doors for spectators during the playoffs, so not the opening matches, which is kind of be expected for most things nowadays anyway. This is the actual major stadium that they'll be playing in, which is absolutely crazy. I'm wondering if they will fill this up. This looks very, very similar to the Katowice in Cologne major back in like 2014 and 2015 of CS. This is usually the same size, and this is what they used as a picture for that a very long time ago. This will be the second consecutive PGL major for CSGO, and from them individually. We did obviously have the PGL Major back in Krakow 2017, which was horrible, but they really did up their game and really include and improve a lot of their quality for this major, especially for the PGL one recently. So they said Belgium was the actual first answer. In first place, they wanted to put the major specifically because it's in the heart of Europe, so everyone can kind of get to it. And it's very close to an airport, which is only 30 minutes away, so that's just good for everybody. So they say they are keeping a very close eye on the global pandemic situation. They're checking every single detail and every single day to essentially adapt to new things, as well as, I'm assuming, if something has to get canceled, which I don't think it would be, that could be a reason it could get canceled, but once again, I'm not too sure. And this is the official post from Valve on their not Twitter, but this, if you go to their Twitter, it will take you to this blog page. And they kind of tell everything right here for you. And they included a major rulebook, which is pretty cool. This is very, very big. But once again, I'm not going to read this, but I didn't even know this was existing and was here, which is pretty cool. So this would be for coaches and team organizations and lawyers to look at, probably most likely. And it says for maps, if you guys are interested, specifically, it says maps. The team organizers are to use the maps up to date in the game versions of the maps in the active duty map group. Actually could mean quite a bit for CS. Now this is what we're going to be talking about investments, and this is also where we're going to be talking specifically about the PGL Major investments for CS. Will they go up a lot before this major? And for example, souvenirs, what to expect with those? Can we expect, player signatures and player capsules like we have with other majors back in the day for CS? Because this was a very big problem and very big letdown for a lot of people in Counter-Strike this year for the PGL Major recently, was they didn't have souvenir packages with player signatures. It was a very big deal for a lot of people, right? The player signatures, if you guys remember, were added in almost like 2 or 3 weeks into the major, and we only got the finalists and the champions, which was absolutely horrible. And I wanted to get like other players, for an example, from other teams at that given point in time, which would have been really, really cool, but we didn't get that opportunity to. Now, a comment I already see that's going to happen on this video is what is going to happen to souvenirs if they obviously get the same skins, which they've been rumored and most likely to get for the next year anyway. So Ancient and obviously like Mirage, Dust 2, those maps I would say are going to probably stay in the game. I would say the ones that are on the fence are like Vertigo, for an example. We don't really know if that map is going to stay. So what is going to happen to the skins that do stay, like obviously Dust 2, most likely Mirage, but that also could be taken out. We don't really know. Could Cash be added back in? We don't know at all. If souvenirs come with player signatures like they were supposed to originally, like every other major, I think these could go completely in the dirt, especially for the PGL Major skins for souvenir editions. But obviously, that's not 100%. We don't even know. This is pure speculation. Don't base your investments off that, but that's just something to throw out there and put in people's minds. Now, since this major is already kind of mostly confirmed, if there's nothing that's going to happen in the next few months, I think Valve and them, the tournament organizer, will have a lot more time to prepare for this major specifically. So I think there's a very good chance we will see player signatures once back again, or they will completely remove them or just do the exact same thing all over again. And I would expect something very similar to the sale length and how long everything was up on the sale for an extra couple weeks like they did before, because I think every major they're doing forward, like the PGL one and obviously RMR before this, they put these capsules on the sale to see how long they can get away with posting these on the sale without people really complaining, as well as the price not deteriorating. And obviously they're not losing money every single day, so they just want to test that. And I think now they kind of have their very good bread and butter situation and answer, and that's going to be, they'll probably post it on for an extra 2 weeks, and it says, but obviously take that with a grain of salt, that's not confirmed. Now, PGL Major investments, right? These are going to have to rise in a very short term time. Obviously, it is being Chinese New Year, the second day as of right now. These are all 29, 32, 29, 28, and 37 cents for the Challengers capsule as of right now. And I mean, these are kind of going crazy, the Challengers capsules to be exact. I would say specifically for the Pain Gaming and the Mouse Hollow, which is going absolutely nuts. And I think these capsules could rise a little bit in the next little while, but especially the Challengers capsule, I'm really impressed that this has gone up that much. And it just seems to be like people have not invested too much into these capsules. And if you do have them, I would definitely hold on to them for the next few months, because I do think these will go up quite a bit, especially before the next upcoming major up in Belgium. And same with player signatures and player autographs, especially if we don't get player signatures and player autographs, that will be a very big thing. Like the Nico Gold and Nico Hollow, I think a lot of people have those, and those would definitely go up a lot in value, because obviously he's still a main player in the game. The same with Simple. I do see those going up a decent amount. The Simple one, not so much compared to the Nico Gold, because obviously for you getting a Nico Gold, it's a lot more rare than getting the Simple Gold, because that has its own capsule, and you getting it is like a 1 in 6 chance. Not really, but there's obviously like 6 or 12 stickers for that out of like the 32 that are in the other one or more. So you have a better chance of just getting that one over the Nico. Now for maps and with souvenir packages, right? There's been a lot of attention to this on Twitter as well as the CS Reddit and just online in general about people talking about adding more maps to the map pool. Because after this couple week with this most recent event in CSGO, all we've seen is Inferno. So a lot of teams and a lot of players want to see a new map added to the game. So what map could be added to the map pool? Could we see Train come back? Most likely not, but I think there's decent possibility we do see a new map added and possibly one taken out in the next few months. But that's only speculation, and that's only I think, but that could possibly happen. Let me know what you guys think of this update down below. Are you guys excited for the next major? Will you be attending yourself? And what are you guys doing with your Stockholm investments? Because I think these will go up a decent amount before that major. But once again, they have a very short-term time to go up a lot in value. And for people wanting to buy into these capsules, that's a little risky as of right now too, if you haven't already. I think if you wanted to buy these, you had to buy them during the sale for these, specifically during the 75% off sale. And the stickers, once again, it's not too late to invest in some of the stickers, but right now there's a lot of YouTubers like Suka Hot Fire talking about buying into these at their all-time high right now. I do not agree with it. Just don't see these dropping a whole lot in price the next month, but I think there's a better time to buy them than right now at their all-time high. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Stay positive, stay sexy. Check third-party websites. Once again, Skinport is our sponsor. Check Skinport, check Buffs, check CS Deals. Check all the websites for the best deals if you're going to invest into this major stuff and the next major as of right now.